What's going on, everybody? This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. Alright guys, what I have for you today is my fully automatic daylight sensor potion machine. I'm super proud of it. Okay, you can actually tile it next to each other if you'd like. It's fully tileable, completely tileable next to each other. So you could just have this whole thing. Now, I'm not going to be showing you this entire build. If you guys really want this whole thing, just show this video some love. Because a couple of the 40 plus minute videos that I have, the average watch time on it is like 3 minutes, something like that. And you know, they don't really get the love. So to put that much time and effort into it, I really have to make sure you guys actually want it. I don't want to just shove something down your throat. But I will be showing you how to do, you know, the actual machine. So this is, you know, something I came up with. I thought was kind of cool. I will be building this exact thing in my Infiniverse, so you could probably just catch it there. That's probably where I'll end up just showing you guys how to build it. But this whole thing is run from one daylight sensor. That's it. One daylight sensor runs all of this, all of these potions. So basically what happens is, oh, this potion's already filled up. Now I did a couple of them later. I just have to see which one it is. Fire resistance. I think it's the instant health. Yeah. Okay, cool. That one I had done later. So this is the one. So watch this. So we'll take out these two, just so you'll see. It only does one at a time. So just keep that in mind. To simplify everything, I had to make it where it only did one at a time. So if you want to consider it wasting the other potions, then I guess you can consider that. I don't really consider it wasting it. But anyway, so here we go. So you see all these potions here, right? So what we'll do is we'll switch it to time. We'll go to midnight. Okay, it'll do its thing, and then poof, another potion will appear. Okay, and we could literally just keep doing that, just so you don't think it's oh no, let's not do sunrise. Hold on. Let's do noon. There we go. All of those noises were all the other ones firing, so it's not like it's that fired that many times. Whoops. And we have another extra storage right here. Okay, so let's just get into what you're going to need and how to build it. I hate this new configuration. There we go. All right, so what you're going to need is an observer, daylight sensor, obviously, some repeaters. Actually, you just need one repeater per unit. All right, so a repeater, hoppers. I think you only need 1, 2, 3 hoppers, I believe. Some redstone dust, redstone torch, a couple redstone torches, some chests, like 5 chests, I think, per unit. Droppers, I think you need 4 droppers per unit if you're only doing potions with 3 items, and then just add another dropper and a hopper for however many more you want. So I only did 3 for this one. Okay, we got a brewing stand, obviously, and then just some decorative stuff. We got some glass, and then get some blocks of your choice. I'm going to be using red. Obviously, some item frames and signs, and then the door and stuff is for everything else. Okay, so we'll build it right. We'll start about right here. Okay. So first and foremost, let's get the daylight sensor part going. So you're gonna break 2 blocks down. Okay, you're gonna put a piece of redstone dust with the daylight sensor on top, and then whichever way you want to face. So I want to face this way. So we're gonna break another 2 blocks down and put a repeater. Okay. Now right on top of that repeater, you're gonna take an observer and you're gonna face it up, and you're gonna put a torch. Okay. Now I actually do not need the daylight sensor at all anymore, so we're good with that. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What I wanted to do was put in, here we go, take a block, okay? So take a block, put a block on top with a torch, with a block on top with another torch. That's as high as it's going to go. Okay, now what you're going to do is take your droppers and you're going to put them facing inward, okay, facing the way, whatever way you want your machine to face, so like this. Okay, 4 of them. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a repeater here. Okay, leave it at that. Don't touch it. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to break, we're going to skip a space and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to put down our chests like that. Okay, we're going to take a hopper into the back of that chest. Okay, put another double chest on top like that. So that way you can look at it like this. Okay, you're going to put a hopper in the back of this chest like so. You're going to take your brewing stand, place that right on top. Now we don't need that brewing stand. So what I'm going to do really quick is take a piece of glass. This is just for decoration, and put it right on top of your daylight sensor. Okay, cool. Doing good so far, guys. Doing good. So now all we're going to do is put a hopper into that brewing stand from the front like this. Okay. Put a hopper on top of the brewing stand. And then just to cut down on the amount of hoppers you need, you put a chest and then another hopper. Okay. Just like that. Cool. Okay, now what we're going to do is do our double stack up. Now, you don't actually have to do double stack. It's just, I'll explain why I think it's good that you do. You could just leave it like that and be done with it. Okay, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is do another one, another hopper, and then another double chest. So you're going to actually have two places where you can put in your water. I forgot to tell you, that's so that you can put water in here and here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay. And the reason that you want to is because since it is a daylight sensor, it's going to always be going off. So you want to make sure you at least have two double chests filled, which will in turn fill this hopper, and this. I'll have three in here. That way, it's going to take, and like I said, only one potion gets done at a time. So what's going to happen is you're going to have two completed potions here, or two here, I forget which one it is. And then this one, I think, is the one that constantly gets drained out after it gets done. So that's why I said you might consider it wasting, because you're always going to have two potions. I don't, because once you fill one of these droppers up, I mean, think about it, guys. 64, 64, 64, 60. You're never going to need another potion. It's just never going to happen. So that's why I say to you, just don't worry about it like draining, or don't worry about it being wasted, so to speak. Okay. Real quick, I forgot you do need that lever, and what you do is you put the lever here. Because what you can do is, once this machine is fully done, or once you just don't want it to produce anything anymore, like once the double chests are filled up, you just come here and you flick that, and this will make sure that it doesn't actually turn on anymore. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, that'll always stay off. So just make sure you put that there. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's keep it on. Let's change the settings really quickly. Let's change it to, oh, no, not video. We just need game settings. Let's change it to always day. There we go. Okay, just for the purposes of actually doing it. Okay, so basically this is already done. This is already set up. So now what you do is you just go in order. Okay, so what I mean by that is, you come over here, you get yourself your blaze powder. Okay, that's going to be the bottom one right here. Okay, again, make sure this lever is not flicked. That's not at all what you want to do. Not right now, that's only when it's stopped. Okay, so the blaze powder you could always fill up. So what you can also do to make sure that this machine doesn't waste ingredients, because what happens is, let's say you run out of bottles and you forget to flick the lever, the machine is just going to keep sending ingredients. So all you're going to have here is one item that eventually fills up to 64, and then the rest, and then two other items that fill up to 64. Now that's not a big deal, because you can always just come here, take it out, and put them back in their things. So that's not that big a deal. But what you could do is however many bottles you're going to put in. Okay, so let's say you only have enough for, let's say you have just enough for this. So what is that? 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. So you have 54. What you could do is just come here and put in 54 of each of the items. So this one, so this doesn't matter, because the blaze powder doesn't matter. Once this fills up, it won't shoot any more out. So that really doesn't matter. And that's the fuel. Okay, but starting from this one, this is the nether wart. Okay, so you could come here, right? You could take the nether wart. And let's say, again, let's say you only had 54. So you just put in 54 nether wart. Okay, then 54 of whatever the other item is. So I'm going to be making, where is it? I'm going to be doing, I don't like this view. Here we go. I'm going to be doing glistering melon. Okay, so you'd put in 54 of that as well. Okay, that's if you're somebody who cares about all, guys, the ingredients draining in Doesn't matter. Once the bottles run out, like I said, the only thing that's going to happen is the items will eventually collect here until they're out of there. And that's not that big a deal. You just come here and you pick it up. But again, you could just do it as an exact science if you'd like. 54 or 54. And then let's add a modifier. In this case, it's going to be glowstone dust, which is right there. Right? And then we'd put in 54. Okay, and again, that's a lot of potions. That's also a lot of days to pass. Don't forget, the daylight sensor needs to kick in. So we're talking about a lot. This will build up over time. This is not something that is going to be super duper fast where you have to worry about it overflowing so much. You don't. So count how many bottles you have and add those ingredients to it. And every time you add some more bottles, you just come back here and add ingredients. Or like I said, just fill it up. Fill it up, and if it ever gets to the point, look, if you have a double chest here full of stuff, you're really not going to have to worry about coming back here and taking ingredients out. Because the chances of you using all of these potions are probably slim. So, like I said, I really wouldn't worry about it, but you can do it as an exact science if you'd like. Okay, so then you'd place your bottles in here. Let's get some bottles. I'm only going to do one for now. Or one, just a few for now. Okay, so you fill them up in the top. They'll go all the way down to the bottom here. And then what's going to happen, the very first time you run it, you're going to get one water bottle that drains out the first time. So I suggest as you do it, the first time, maybe leave this piece of glass off and then just flick the daylight sensor like that. Oh, actually, you're probably going to get two that time. Oh, no, you're not. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, you're going to get two because I flicked it twice. So just take out the second ingredient of each one and poof. Okay, and now you're set. Now you don't have to do that anymore because now you take out that water bottle, you put it back, and now when it drains, it's just going to drain one of the potions that you made. Okay, does that make sense? It's a really awesome system, guys. I promise you. I might be overcomplicating, things that I'm saying, but it's actually a really, really super efficient system. Okay, and now let's talk about decorating it, and then let's talk about hooking it up other directions. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take red concrete and some quartz stairs. Okay, so I'm gonna put the stairs here. I'm gonna go regular there and upside down there. I'm gonna go next to it with my red, go all the way up. Okay, just like that, not that high. And then what I'm gonna do is put that there. All right, that there, and that there. No, I'm sorry. Do a half slab. That's right. We'll do a half slab there. Okay, now let's hook it up to the next one. First one I'm going to do is just break these because it drives me nuts that you can see the green. Okay, and then actually let's put on that and the sign. Whoops. So you'd put one there on the stairs, and then you would just name whatever it is, whatever potion it is if you wanted right there as well. Okay, perfect. So now to do the next one, all you got to do is find where the daylight sensor is. Okay, let me just replace the glass. I like the way the glass looks, just as a reminder. So you break it, say you want to go that way and that way. Okay, all you would do is you would take your redstone repeater, go one there, one there. Oh, like I said, if you wanted to tile it, you could just run your redstone. I forgot to explain that. If you want to tile it, you could just run your redstone here and then do the same thing. Right? You would just go like that, and then you'd start the whole process over again with this. Okay, so it's completely tileable. They're not going to interfere with each other, but I like leaving the one space gap, so I'm going to show you that way. But that's how you would tile it. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so let's just put that back really quick. There. Break that. Okay, so if you're not going to tile it, okay, what you do is you just put a repeater there, a repeater there. Okay, leave that block and then go down here. Okay, so that repeater is going to go into the blocks, and then you're going to put another repeater here. Same thing, which should be 2 away. Okay, and now you could just put your observer blocks going up, like so. Oops. God damn it. All right, so now you can put your observer blocks going up like so, and you would start the whole process. Just take it from the beginning, what I said, put the torches there, do everything else the same, okay? And then what you'll end up with is, let me just do it as if as if I hooked up all the redstone, except without hooking up the redstone. So the double chest will go here, right? You'll have, hold on, double chest will go there. You'll have that going into it. Double chest there. We don't have to put any, it doesn't matter. We can just put something there for now. It's not how it's really going to go, but I just want to show you how to hook it up. So let me just build these two really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so you'd have something that looks very, very similar to this, okay? And then what you would do is you would take whatever design block you want. In this case, I'm going to be using pillared quartz. Okay, we're going to go up. We're going to match the height of the red. Whoops. Okay, we're just going to match the height of the red there. All right, and then what we're going to do right here is we're going to go under, or upside down, upside down, upside down, right? Just like that. Here, same thing, or here's a regular one. And then, which is cool, you have that red on the side, which I love. Okay, so that kind of blends in. Then we're going to keep going up with it and just do something more. So right on top of these, with the upside down ones, you're going to put regular ones, like that. And then in between, you're going to put upside down. Just like that. Oh, and also on the end. And that would be if you're connecting it. That's how it looks if you're connecting it. So you'll see what I mean. Oh, no, that's right. I changed it at the last minute. That's right. I went to solid. I just went to the pillar. So you just go up with it. So I think that looks pretty cool. So that would be one whole side. Okay. Now let's talk about connecting it. So these are the two here, right? So you would just do them opposite each other. So this is the, let's say this is the side we did, right? 1, 2, 3. You would just do the same thing. You would take the signal with a repeater, go that way with it, put the, oh my goodness, what are those called again? Put the observer blocks on top. Okay, and that way you'd have the two going across from each other. Now for the two sides, okay, what you would do, you do the same exact thing. Okay, so for these, so let me just show you. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I just screwed that up. Okay, so here is your daylight sensor. Okay, so instead of just going out of the side with it, like you do for these, you just carry the signal. You would just continue the signal. So it'd be one repeater block, another repeater block, and then another repeater, and then you'd start to 3. Same thing on this side. Okay, and that's how you do all 4 sides. And again, you can make them as long as you want. You don't have to stop at 3. You could do one whole side as just one potion, so you have like a lot of health potions or whatever you want. And that's how you would do it. And then you would just come up with whatever design you want. Again, I could show you guys this design, but you'd really have to show this video some love. I'm not going to give a certain amount of likes, but you know, just if you like the video, just slap a like on it, and I'll determine if if there's enough. And then obviously I just threw some pixel art up top, but make sure you leave that glass. Do not cover that up, or it's not going to work. Okay, so what I would suggest you do if you did something like this is just put down some half slabs, or you can even cover it up. Just leave that middle open. Okay, but anyway, guys, that's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole system. Once you fill your water bottles in here and you put your ingredients. Oh, that's the other reason I like leaving it open like this, because you can actually get in between and fill the ingredients. So if you tile it, once you put those ingredients in, that's it. So I do suggest you leave the gap. I think it looks nicer this way anyway. Okay, and then once you put all the ingredients in, you figure out what potions you want. You put the water bottles in. This thing will start going. Daylight sensor will start working, and you'll be good to go. All right. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. Remember, like I said, if you like the video, please leave a like on it. It really helps me determine whether or not you guys want longer videos or in full builds rather than just giving you like a little wall that's kind of exposed. I can show you how to close it in and make it look pretty cool. And again, you can also put a top on it. I just wanted to give you keep it open so you can see the how it looks from the top. All right. That's going to do it for me. Captain Obvious out. Peace.